film will come and go, and maybe then future may now, because we are in the digital age, it will be streamed, but music is going to be on your playlist.
On an OTT, maybe, the music, sometimes you can skip the music, you are watching it between two breaks, etc. The cinema experience is back.
The first one with the word Thumkeshwari was made a year back, and that didn't work for no one, and then we forgot about it. And while we were making more songs, and this came about exactly 15 days before the shoot.
Hi guys, welcome to ETimes, and it's a pleasure to have you all because the music of Bhediya is already doing so well. And Thumkeshwari, of course, is on the top of the charts. So tell me your reaction to the feedback which you all are receiving.
Actually, honestly, feedback, it's too early for us to tell you about the feedback. We're still working, which is why I'm interviewing from within inside my car, because I'm still here at the Film Mix. Honestly, I can tell you so much that see, that's why you make these songs, right? That's why you make films, for the people to come and fall in love, for people to love it back. And I just feel very, very blessed and lucky that that kind of response is coming. And I think so much has gone into the making of this film. We've been working for such a long time, nearly a year, above an year over the background score, maybe a little more for the songs. That that it's a little bit of a I think somebody had to wake me up from the sleep. It's a little bit like that. It's very, very pleasing to find that sort of response. And it's still, people say it's trending on the YouTube, and so many people called me about the love song, etc. So, I mean, it's a kind of a little bit still trying to believe that it's finally releasing. People are liking it.
Yeah, I can imagine. But also, for a film like this, of course, the two of you have had a long association with Dinesh Vijan, and you all have done a lot of work together. But for a film like this, for a genre like this, which we've not seen much in India, also the visual appeal is very good. How important was it to get the music right for a film like Bhediya? And what were the early discussions with the team?
Whether this film or any other film, it is important to get the music right, because film will come and go, and maybe then future may now, because we are in the digital age, it will be streamed, but music is going to be on your playlist. And I think that is something we Sachin and me have always kept in mind. Also, that said, now we are used to these first of a kind films, like the first zombie film. So there was a discussion कि अच्छा ये सबसे पहली zombie film है, go on. So what we're going to do? Then at that point we could have actually made grunge metal, or we could have made some random like a zombie-ish sounding music. That was an option, and Raj and DK were pretty open to it. They are very open to experiment. But at that point also we thought that, okay, if we are going to do a zombie film, how do we make the youngsters come to the theater by listening to the music? So we decided, let's break the genre and let's make it fun. So we made Babaji Ki Booty, and all these songs are in a way connected to the film, because zombie is a concept that that I'm just going to that so that I can come to this. That one, on a real, like when I'm on a working day, I'm not going to think about a zombie, but when you are in a good mood, when you are on a high, you'll think of stuff like zombies. So that way Babaji Ki Booty or Khoon Choos Le is actually relevant to zombies, because they are actually bloodsuckers.
Yeah.
In a way. So we've tried to marry these concepts and make fun songs out of these. Like in Stree, there's a song called Milegi Milegi, which actually talks about Stree, कि तेरे बारे में सबने सुना है, सबको मिलेगी होगा चमत्कार, which is pretty much a Stree song. Or if you see the climax of Stree, it happens in a warehouse or a haveli, and there's a song called Aao Kabhi Haveli Pe, and I'll show you what I am. So these songs are actually connected to the film, but we try to make fun stuff around it, so they don't just remake. Similarly, in Bhediya, there is Thumkeshwari, and there is
Jungle Mein Kand. I think
Jungle Mein Kand. We could have made a dark song called hoga kand, but we thought we'll make a fun song which people can
Yeah.
club to, And then Thumkeshwari has its own reason why it has been made, and it which will come through in a few years. There is a idea behind Thumkeshwari,
Oh,
and so we are also having our own way of telling stories via songs.
yeah.
And so every first dance films, there was a discussion, and we did, and then there was a first horror comedy which was 3. Now this is the first creature comedy. So I think we are now getting in this space where we kind of have a discussion where we try to humanize this whole creature, or the
Yeah.
whole zombie, or the whole bhoot, of it. And that is the real fun in making music for these films. Also, with Bhediya or ABCD, you see there's a lot of importance to the background score.
Yeah.
We get you in by showing these songs and showing the fun, but when you come in the film, you see, oh, this everything is so relevant to the film
Yeah.
that it is a complete 360 for us. Okay, we are getting to do almost everything.
How easy or difficult is it today to have producers and directors and people you're working with also have that sort of faith in music and get that sort of creative freedom and have that collaborative effort for them to believe in you? So to make in a scenario where you want to make people believe in your music, or sometimes when you want to experiment something, is that a struggle in today's day and age to find the right people or the who have the right ear for that?
Yes, it is a struggle for sure. There is a struggle for people to believe in your vision, but
Yeah.
we've we've been lucky enough that we found people who actually believed in us and
Yeah.
their own vision. And I'll keep going back to Remo sir, because he was the one of the first guys to, when there was only dhol and bhangra happening, we wanted to do a hip hop song before hip hop was so in, and we made Party Abhi Baki Hai. We only had that mnemonic pam 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 for about 6 months. We didn't have a song, and Remo sir believed in that mnemonic, and he said, "Iske around ek gana aega, aega, aega," and it came. So I'll tell you, Bezuban actually came just one day before the shoot, and that became the dancer's anthem. It came one day, they had the set ready. Remo sir kept waiting, and he said, "No, I know you guys are involved in the film. I know you guys will bleed it out." So there is a faith. That is a faith. Raj and DK believed in Saibo when no one else did. Similarly, Dinu sir has been believing in stuff. He believed in Milegi. He believed in Jeena Jeena, Ji Karda, Judai. These songs that actually I don't think a producer who thinks very commercially will say, "Ha, mujhe de do." It's a risk to do these songs, but then when they come and if they work, they give you the kind of respect like no one else. And I will tell you about Dino sir that he's a guy who believes in the process, who believes in the process like no one else. In fact, when remakes were working, we had a conversation with him because now we are like brothers. And he said, देख अभी अपन कितना भी original करेंगे ना, it will not work because they are hammering remakes. So let us do one remake which proves that we know how to do remakes. And then we did Nadiyo Par, you
Yeah.
know. So it's not that we didn't know how to do it, it's just that we choose not to do it.
Yeah.
And for Bhediya, we made about 6 songs to arrive at Thumkeshwari, you
Oh.
know. And until and all of these songs were in their own way original songs, but he kept
Oh.
telling
In
us
fact,
that
in fact, there is another song with the word Thumkeshwari in it.
correct, we made 2 songs with the word Thumkeshwari,
Oh.
and the
So.
first one with the word Thumkeshwari was made a year back. Okay,
Oh.
and that didn't work for no one, and then we forgot about it. And while we were making more songs, and this came about exactly 15 days before the shoot, and we got this idea, and we said, okay, we know you guys don't like this idea, but we have a new idea on the same word. And then we played Thumkeshwari, and then there was contribution, and then there was excitement, and then there was madness. And before we knew it was shot, and before we knew it was released, and now it's 50 million. So Dino sir is a guy who believes in the process, who really trusts us, and he has his own voice to tell us कि इसमें ये करते हैं, So yes, we've been lucky enough, but 65 to 75% of people do not believe in the process, and that is the reason why we don't have enough original music.
Absolutely, and so very well said. Before we wrap up, also you guys want to tell me about everybody is excited about Stree 2's collaboration with Bhediya now, and of course that the makers have confirmed. So have you all
we
started working on
we
the
have
music?
we actually, let me tell you one reality, and we are breaking this on ETimes, that
Oh,
we have we have got a contract this morning which says we have to speak nothing about this.
no breaking news. No, no, no.
No, no,
Okay,
No, no.
but
so
See,
but no, no,
we
no.
can tell you
Basti, basti.
this much, that these worlds we have built with a lot of love, with a lot of hard work, and these worlds are ready to collide with each other. Who knows who's meeting who in the next endeavor? But we will surely meet for the next interview to talk about those.
absolutely. But do you think that good music is actually important to bring people to the theaters today? Because they
Yes.
say, old trade people used to say that, अरे अच्छा music हो तो लोग आएंगे theater में.
अरे पर अभी
People are not coming.
नहीं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, अभी मैं देख रहा हूँ, बिकॉज वी आर लिविंग इन दिस इंस्टाग्राम जनरेशन. आई हैव सीन लाइक आवर like me and Sachin, they keep showing us people writing about that. अच्छा, भेड़िया का ट्रेलर अच्छा है, उसके गाने ट्रैक हो रहे हैं, तो अभी फिल्म को ओपनिंग मिलेगी. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that good music does definitely play a big role. And when Jungle Mein Khan and Thumkeshwari and Apna Banale came out, I have seen people commenting on YouTube, ये थिएटर में देखने का मजा आएगा.
Yeah,
Okay. So that is a reason. Like when I will tell you about this film, अपना ब्रह्मास्त्र, when I saw Dance Ka Bhoot, I wanted to go and see that song in the theater because of the way it sounded and it looked. Although Kesaria is a bigger hit, but the way Dance Ka Bhoot is shot, I thought, acha, this is a theater experience, you know. So songs can give you a vibe, can pull you in. And I
yeah.
think, luckily for Bhediya, I think music is doing that job. So that should.
If I can add to what Jigar said, I just feel, just look at the new brands of films that are coming out. Also, the
Yeah,
kind of content that is getting pushed out for OTT, and that there is a clear demarcation that this got the 70 vibe. This will go to the theaters. So now there is a mindset that okay, this is now the 70 project. So what you're asking me, uh, perhaps would have been a valid question when films were being, there was a sort of confusion कि OTT पे डाले या release करे theater में, when when COVID was on. And on an OTT maybe the music, sometimes you can skip the music, you are watching it between two breaks, etc. But the cinema experience is back. The big silver screen vibe is back, and then everything that was associated with that big screen Bollywood is back. You want to
yeah,
see your favorite artist
Correct.
dance to your
And like
favorite
how
songs.
Sachin is saying Bollywood, na, with Thumkeshwari and Jungle Mein Khan, it is our attempt to get the old 70 Bollywood sound and music back, you know,
Period.
because I
Period.
think we have it in us to give it to the public. And now there is so much OTT to to hear the other side of music, you know, which again we are doing. We are
yeah,
doing, last we did was Family Man, and we are doing a lot of OTT to do a lot of experimental music.
yeah.
So now it is time to do music for the platform and for the viewing. So if this is
Content
for the
for the
theater,
content.
this has to be treated like the theater and we enjoy it.
And you guys want to tell me what is it that you can talk about? You're working on next post Bhediya. You're also working on a lot of Gujarati films, which is lovely. So how do you sort of balance
Yes.
it out? And what is it that we can expect from Sachin-Jigar after Bhediya?
After
I
Bhediya.
think
Before
two
Bhediya,
Gujarati
actually,
films
a
have,
film is releasing.
yeah, Om
Om
Mangalam
Mangalam
Singlam is
Singham.
releasing on the 18th, and
The
one Pratik Gandhi starrer Gujarati, Valam Jawan, is already released
Yeah,
in the beginning of the month. But we have two more Gujarati releases and whole lot of Gujarati songs coming your way. Um, we decided to, to take it up on us to keep on providing Gujarati content. That's a real passion
good,
place, and
good,
a
good quality Gujarati
cautious
content.
effort.
Yeah.
So so you can expect a lot of Gujarati songs coming your way. And we've got 3 more releases next year, Hindi releases. So
One is
this work
Sujoy
is
Ghosh's film,
Which film?
a film with Sujoy Ghosh, which stars
starring
Kareena.
Kareena.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that is a.
of Suspect X.
Then yes, that one, Devotion of Suspect X, and the film is as wacky as the name. Then there is another film with
With
Vicky
Lakshman
Kaushal
sir.
and
Yeah.
Sarah,
Vicky Sara.
which will come soon. And we've done a very special song for Karan sir in Govinda Mera Naam, which
Oh.
is supposed to come out very very soon, I think. And Stree 2 is going on close, so that is there. There are
We're doing
2 or 3 more films which I don't think I can name now because they
Sure.
are still contemplating ये कहाँ release होगी क्या होगा. And we are doing a lot of shows. We are doing one show for Amazon, doing one show for Hotstar, one for
Lovely.
Raja DK. So yes, you will find Sachin-Jigar on every platform
Everybody.
these days.
Okay, thank you guys. See you
Thank
soon.
you.